Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be planting in my side yard. We're going to be planting a kind of salvia from Proven Winners, which I've had experience with before. I found it on the clearance rack at Lowe's and I could not pass it up. It's normally priced $13 and I got it for around $7. So I'm going to show it to you and give you kind of the stats on the plant. So this is the pink Profusion Salvia from Proven Winners. It's a more compact variety of salvia. As you can see here, it's got some blooms on it. I'm being revved up on this cat. Hi kitty, hi. It's got some blooms on it here. I believe it was on the Lowe's clearance rack because when it came in, a lot of these blooms were already spent. But the calyx here, I think it looks good in and out of bloom. What I'm going to do is plant this and then cut these blooms back so that it flushes out a new set of blooms. The salvia gets between 14 and 16 inches tall and gets around 16 inches wide. It's a pretty compact variety of salvia. It did not flop in my last garden that I had it in, which was really nice. I did actually, when I had it planted for more than a year, I did split it and it worked great for that as well. But I'm gonna show you the places that I'm gonna be putting the salvia. So this is where I would like to plant the salvia. I got 6 of them and I'm gonna put them in a little drift here along this drip line so I don't have to lay any more drip down. I have not mulched this area yet, but I'm gonna mulch it like I did the front and the side yard. I'll be showing you guys that in a later video. I've got a maple here, a type of elderberry bush here. There's a boxwood, and then this is a kind of arborvitae that's variegated that burnt in my backyard, so I moved it over. I think it's going to do better on the side yard, and I'm going to cut out some of that on the edge where it's burned. And then I've got 2 oak leaf hydrangeas, so I think it's going to look really great in this area. So this is the drift that I put them in around this arborvitae. They kind of swoop back here so that I can fill in this space here. We've got a lovely batch of onions right now in front of this boxwood. But I think they're going to be really beautiful. I'll put a picture up on the screen now of what these look like in full bloom. Again, I'm going to come back by and trim these up so that I get another full brand new flush of blooms. They do a great job about attracting pollinators in the garden. I have white ones Veronica near these, so I think they're going to be perfect. I was fooled into thinking this was a shade bed when I first moved in, but it definitely gets at least 6 hours of sun. These Gatsby Moon hydrangeas, these are oak leaf hydrangeas, Gatsby Moon. They get about 8 feet tall and wide, so they're gonna probably be almost all the way over here and kind of in with each other, so I think I'll be safe in this zone. But they are beautiful. I got them very small last year from an online company, and I mean, they were in like quart pots, but they are doing an amazing job this year. So I was very distracted by the cat. This is a couple more specs on the pink profusion. I don't think I said the zone. So it is hardy zones 3 through 8, so down to -40. It blooms late spring to early summer, and like I said, you could just cut the calyx off and it will push out another flush of blooms. So it is a great perennial, and if you ever see it for $7 at Lowe's, grab yourself one. I am gonna go ahead and do a little tour of this garden that I got mulched earlier this week, and it is looking spectacular right now. This is a Nepeta. I think it's cat's pajamas. It's from Proven Winners. I did split it this spring. So I went in and I sliced them in half, and then I put the other starts on this side here. So I've got one, there's one that's almost coming up right there, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, well, that's 5 actually. Sorry, my math was not right. But these have been split and they're still doing a wonderful job. I've got a weeping Alaskan spruce. And come along here, I forget what kind of butterfly bush this is. I know it's a Proven Winners variety, but I forget the variety name. I had to cut it all the way back. We had a pretty rough winter, and this is another plant that I got off the sales rack. So any growth is good growth for me, but it should fill in this area nicely. I know that it's purple. I don't believe it's one of the pugsters. This is a David Austin rose, and if you followed the channel for a little bit, you know I was dealing with sawfly larvae, and you can see that damage. I'll get in there. The damage there, but the new leaves are doing well. I've stayed on top of spraying them. But like I said, this is an Elizabeth David Austin rose, and it is beautiful. I love these blooms. They are gorgeous. They're kind of dark centered pink, and then when they open, they leave like a golden center. So these 3 are an agapanthus, and I would not have normally bought them except that they were on the clearance rack at Lowe's. They are zones 8 through 11, and they're in more tropical regions. You see them a lot in Florida, but they were on sale and I got them for a killer price. I had a purple version that I had in the front, and I've transplanted those, and they made it through the winter just fine. So I'm thinking these might do the same. We will see. This is hardy down to 10. We definitely got lower than 10 this year. This is another Elizabeth. I have kind of cut it back because of all the sawfly damage. It was not doing well. It also had some weird shoots that were going off in odd directions. So to keep it more compact, I kind of cut it back. Keep walking through. This is a ginger wine 9 bark that is freshly planted. I think it's going to be beautiful with this. We have this big boulder here. This is cricket grass, and then I've got some Caesar's Brothers iris in here, 2 purple, and then this is a yellow variety. This is a limelight hydrangea here, and then this is a magnolia. And this magnolia, it will get probably 15 feet tall, and I will pull the leaves up so it will look like a tree or a very, very large shrub, but it will eventually cover this whole area. But until it gets that big, I'm trying to differentiate the colors, and we're full sun right now, but when that gets big, all this stuff will be in shade. But we've got probably 5 to 10 years before that happens. But this bed was just looking too pretty today for me to pass up. I don't have any annual color in here yet. I'm thinking about popping some petunias in here and here and here just to provide some color. This is like the view that you see when you drive through. But this is that side bed. Oh my gosh, our cat is back. Cat friend is back. Sorry, I'm distracted again. But this is that side yard, and this is that side bed. So that's it. Another project done. I wanted to show you the cat is still here. But another project done for today. I'm going to call it a day on that one, and I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as it helps me out a lot. Bye.